Hey, what's up? It's John with BeSuperfly. Thank you for purchasing Coastal. I hope you enjoy it. If you're a Superflyer member, then you got Coastal for free as part of your membership, and we appreciate you being a member. This video is the first in a series of tutorials on how to customize certain things in Coastal that are coded in the CSS. I'll show you how to do it. It's super easy. You don't need to know how to code or anything. I'll guide you along the way. Piece of cake. Most of the things you're going to be able to change in just the builder. If you want to change the buy now buttons, any buttons in here, the colors, you can go in here and do it. Of course, first what you want to do is you want to go into your theme customizer, and this is where you want to set, your colors, the typography colors, all this stuff. If you want to deviate from what's here, this is the best place to start. Another great place to start is changing these colors here, updating these. These won't update any colors in the theme, but at least these will set when you are in the builder. You'll see here that those colors set what's defined right here. So if you change these colors to something else, those colors will appear here, making it easy for you to pick commonly used colors that you want to have. They'll also show up in the theme customizer. Like, let's say I'm going to the header navigation and I want to change something, the text color here. There, those colors are ready to be used, those commonly used ones. So that's not too bad. So step one, set these colors. Also, put your logo up here. And then step two, I would say, is going into the theme customizer and just changing things to your liking. Let's say you swapped out the logo to something else. You'd want to go to the primary menu bar here and just mess around with the logo max height to try to get your logo to fit how you want. Stuff like that. Or maybe you want these buttons to be bigger than what the text to be bigger than what they are. So the theme customizer is a great place to start. Most of the categories that I've set, general settings here, which would be your fave icon, your site title, your tagline, you want to update that. If you want to mess with the layout settings, you can. I wouldn't recommend messing with these, but the theme accent color, you can change that. Typography, of course, if you want a bigger body size here, this is where to set that. The body line height, you can have free reign over all this stuff. Same with the colors here. And then the background, actually I'm just going to change that to white. I don't know why I never really know what this does, actually, to be honest with you. I always change it to white, but I've never even seen it do anything. Header navigation, there's some of this is coded, like by default Divi on hover, it just makes the opacity of the link down 50%. I like to have colored ones up here. So the hovers are in the CSS, and there'll be a video on the header here on how to edit certain things. Same with the drop down. There's some of this is some of the colors are coded in CSS. Very easy to change. But as far as the primary menu bar, you can change the text. There is no secondary menu bar unless you want to style one. I've gone ahead and made some stuff in here that would work decently well. And then your fixed navigation settings here. Again, the font's getting smaller, the menu height is getting smaller, and some colors. You have free reign to change all that. And if you want to turn these back on, you can. I'm not a huge fan of them, but it's up to you. Also, in general settings, typography, this is where you're going to set your fonts here. Because you can see, I'm using these Outfit and Fig Tree. I like those a lot. A good pair together. But you can see in, for example, in header navigation, primary menu bar, when it says default theme font, it's getting those. It's grabbing those from the general settings typography. That's where it's grabbing those default theme fonts. A lot of this you probably already know if you've done Divi sites before, but I just wanted to be a little extra thorough. Buttons styles are also set in here, the base style, but you can easily override those in the builder. So unless you already know that you don't want rounded corners at all, you could change them here. Otherwise, a lot of the stuff, or the letter spacing, but a lot of the stuff you can change on each button. But it is nice to change it here because it usually changes it site-wide. You know, if I take the letter spacing all the way down to zero, it's doing that up here too. So not up here though, it's button special, but so yeah, you can kind of see, you can get most of the way there in the theme customizer. So yeah, these ones, and then I didn't really mess with the blog here. I didn't really mess with the color schemes, menus, widgets, all this stuff. Nope. Mobile styles, I've set some stuff up here. I'd probably leave these if you want, or if you think that the text size on tablet is too big, you can take it down, and that'll change most of the text. Some of it won't, but it should change a decent amount of it. Same with the headers. So, and then mobile phone here, I brought the text down even smaller because sometimes the 16 is just a bit too big. So I brought that down a little bit. And, we'll bring this down to 30. I'll leave that 36. That looks good. I'm actually going to take that back up to 15. That looks nice. And then mobile menu, controlling some of this in the CSS. You'll see that, but yeah. Otherwise, all your other changes, after you've gone through the theme customer and you save that, you'll be able to add any custom CSS here. I'll also show you how to edit the CSS file. That way you don't have to overwrite a bunch of stuff. That'll be in the other videos here. Theme builder. We are using a global footer here. So you can go in here and edit this as you see fit. We got a nice year short code that automatically grabs the year for you, which is nice. And then for blog posts, there is a custom blog post that you can come in and change. It's automatically grabbing your featured image and putting it back here. And it's just doing some basic settings. So after you got those set up, then you can come in here and start editing away in your pages. So yeah, step 1, load your logo, set your colors if you want different colors here than the ones I've picked. Save this. Step 2, go through the theme customizer, get all these settings how you want, if you want them different than what I've provided. Step 3, go to your pages or theme builder and start editing away. In the other videos, I'll get a little more granular on certain things that can only be changed with writing a little tiny bit of CSS or editing the CSS I provided. All right, but for most folks, I imagine if you like the demo and you just want to roll with these colors and these font styles, you're pretty much set to go and just change it and enjoy it. I hope this theme works well for you, whether it's for your own site or if it's for a client site. I really hope it makes it faster and easier for you to get that site launched. All right, cheers, y'all.